How's it going, everyone? Mannequin here. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be a complete guide to how to open every vault 1 through 6. I've attempted it myself, failed miserably, but before we get started, I used most of this guy Tyraxe footage. He was kind of the first one that I saw that was able to solve all 6 vaults, so shout out to Tyraxe and his team. It was Tyraxe, Bravo, and Noxious. Shout out to all of them. Here's a picture of his Twitch. Go ahead and give him a follow and shout out. Give him the love that he deserves. Anyway, let's get started with this. Alright guys, before we get started here, I want to go over a couple basic things. So there's a total of 7 vaults on this map. I'm only covering how to get in vaults 1 through 6. The 7th one you can only access after you have opened up all other 6 vaults and grabbed a special item in all other 6 vaults. That being said, so I want to go over a couple basic things here. So out of the 6 vaults, every one of the 6 vaults is going to need a couple things. They're going to need batteries. Batteries you're going to be able to find throughout the map. You could find them in cabinets. You can find them wherever you want. You could activate scanners on the wall and they're going to mark batteries on the map. Batteries, you're always going to need them. You're going to need probably around, this give you a safe little bet, try to get around 10 to open up a vault, because you need a couple to activate a little cryo chamber, which I'm going to cover in a second. You need a couple to actually open up the vault. So make sure you find and gather as many batteries as you can. One of the other basic things that you're going to need when you're going to be navigating this map is you're going to need to get security clearance. For the most part, you only need up to security clearance level 3. When you're going to be working on vault number 6, you're going to need to be able to get up to security clearance number 4. And then if you're going to go attempt vault number 7 after doing the other vaults, you're going to need to get all level 5 security clearance. So the other thing that you're going to need besides for the batteries is going to be this cryo coolant. Cryo coolant you're going to need to open up, for the most part, all the vault doors. Sometimes you might get lucky and it has it, but for the most part you are going to have to do this cryo coolant step every time to open up a vault. What the cryo coolant is, you're going to need to find yourself an empty cryo coolant container. These things can be found inside a preservation on the floor in the pool underneath. You're going to go ahead and grab this empty cryo coolant container. You're going to head over to the center of the map in control, head to the bottom pit, and you need to insert some batteries, and you're able to insert the empty cryo coolant container and it go ahead and fills it up. Just so you know that when you are down here in this pit, there's going to be kind of frost down here that's going to freeze you over. You could shoot little green targets around the wall and the thing to go in and deactivate the freezing effect for probably I think it's like a minute. So just to give you a heads up, you are going to need these for every single step. Alright, so let's get started with Vault 1. So here is a little picture of the Vault 1 key. It's the purple key, and as you notice, it says power and cooling. That's letting you know what you need to do to get access to this door. So you're going to need some batteries, and you're going to need to deal with the coolant. And then the location of this one is going to be right inside of Index. Right here, I'll show you a picture. So what you're going to need to do is go ahead and bring yourself some batteries over here, plug the batteries in the wall, do the little coolant step that I showed you. You're going to plug your coolant in the wall, and this is going to actually give you access to the vault. So once you make it inside the vault, I kind of slowed it down right here, but you're going to see this symbol right when you walk in. This is going to go for every single vault. There's a symbol going to be on your wall. What you're going to be looking for is 3 terminals inside of the vault that match that symbol, and you're going to want to hack the 3 symbols, like the ones that have the terminal, like the picture of that symbol on the terminal. Hack the 3, and that is what is actually going to open up the vault and give you access to it. You could realistically, you could not even look at that symbol and you could just trial and error it, because what happens is if you get one right, it's going to mark one of the 3 things down and you can move on to the next one. And if you fail, all it does is start it over, activate a little freeze thing. You have to shoot a little green target to unactivate. So it's no big deal if you mess up. But that being said, once you get that open, you're going to head inside the loot room. The things that you're going to be looking for is going to be these gold little, they're like the AI subroutines. Each vault has one. There is a chance that the game glitches and you will not spawn it. It will not spawn it. So you need to be looking for those, because you need to get all 6 of those to be able to access Vault 7. Alright, just like Vault number 1, this is going to be Vault 2. This is also going to be a purple key. All you're going to need for this one, and once again, is just going to be the batteries and the coolant. You're going to need to insert your batteries, insert the coolant. You're going to be able to access this vault. This vault is located to the left of Bioshock. Here's an image of it right here. Just like the last puzzle, it's going to be the exact same as the first one. All you need to go in there, I'm going to slow it down so you can see where the little picture is. It's right when you run in the room on the left hand wall. You're going to be looking for that symbol on 3 terminals inside of the vault room. Once you find those 3 terminals, you're going to hack those 3 things, and that's going to give you the access to the vault. Other than that, make sure you pick up that AI subroutine in there. If you do not see it, it might have just glitched. It might not be there. You might have to run the vault again. So be on the lookout for that little chip in there. That being said, let's move on to Vault 3. Next up, we're going to be looking at Vault number 3. Vault number 3 is a little different. This is going to be a gold key, the first one, and you're going to notice if you're looking at the key, it's going to say power cooling, and it's also say requirement pump credentials. Every vault from now on is going to require an extra step besides for the batteries and the coolant. The pump station credential keys, they're going to be located near the boss on the map. This is not the boss in the center of the map. This is going to be boss on the outskirt of the map. You're going to have to find it somewhere. It could spawn up here by steerage. This is where it was for these guys. So I'm marking it so you guys can see there. What you're going to do is you're going to run in this room. You're going to see the pump station key on the floor in the room. The moment you pick that up, you're going to be locked in the room. Either kill the boss or just hack the door and get out. And then you need to work your way back over to the vault. So just like the last vaults, you're just going to come over here to preservation. Here's an image of it here. You're going to need to insert your batteries, your coolant, and now that you have the pump station thing, it's going to scan and make sure you have the credentials on you. Then you're able to enter your key. I'm going to slow down the footage again. Right when you walk in, you're going to see on the wall the symbol that you're going to be looking for. Go ahead and run around the room, find the 3 terminals, activate it, and this is what's going to give you access to the vault room and the vault loot. Once again, make sure you pick up your AI subroutine. If it's not there, you're going to have to run the vault back to get the AI subroutine again. So now we're going to be looking at the Vault 4 key. This is also going to be a gold key. As you're going to notice, it's going to say you're going to need the power, the cooling. The new one here is the requirement, the colonist credentials. The colonist credentials could actually be found near the Vault 5 location, which is going to be right above index to the left of control in the weird alleyway of just coldness. You're going to be looking up in the air and looking for these drones that are flying. One of them is going to be carrying a body. You're going to want to shoot that down, and it is going to fall and drop the body. You're going to loot the body, and it's going to have some DNA samples. So once you have the DNA samples, you're going to make your way over to the center of the map in control. You're going to go up the staircase to the top overlooking control to this little like overhang terminal area where like the commanders hang out. There's going to be a little terminal on the wall that you're going to have to insert some batteries in and then insert that DNA vial into. The moment you do that, the room is going to go on lockdown. Some more enemies are going to spawn in. You're going to kill those, but this is going to give you your colonist credentials access that you're going to need to be able to get into the vault. So once you have everything you need to make your way over to the top left of control in one of the little weird alleyways. This is going to be the entrance to vault number 4. This is where you need to insert your batteries. You're going to need to insert your little cryo thing that you need, and then this is where it's going to scan you and scan to make sure that you have the colonist credentials that you got. Once you have that all plugged in, you're going to enter your vault key, and just like before, you're going to go inside the vault, look for the symbol on the wall, find that symbol around the monitors around the room, hack said monitors. There should be 3 of them, and it should give you access to the vault. Once you're inside the vault, once again, make sure you pick up your AI subroutine, and other than that, you're good to go. Let's move on to vault number 5. So just like before, this is going to be Vault 5. This is another gold key. This one is going to require power, cooling, and the tranquility key. Here is the location of the tranquility room. There's actually 2 tranquility rooms, one on top, one on bottom of control. You're going to go in here, find the tranquility key, pick it up. It's going to start a lockdown, leave you inside the room. You could go out and either kill the boss or hack your way out, and then you're going to make your way over to the vault. So Vault 6 is going to be located to the left in control, right above index in that weird long frozen alleyway. You're going to need to input your batteries, input your little cryo pod, get yourself your tranquility key when it scans you, and then that is going to give you access to go inside and do the vault puzzle. Just like every other vault puzzle before this, you're going to go inside this room, you're going to find the symbol on the wall, you're going to find your 3 terminals around the room, hack the terminals that match up the symbol. That is going to unlock your vault. Once you get inside the vault, once again, make sure you pick up your AI subroutine. You don't want to miss this, or you're going to have to do this vault again. And then other than that, we're able to work our way over to vault number 6, which is the hardest vault. And last but not least, we have vault number 6. Vault number 6 is going to be a little different. You're going to need to get up to security clearance level 4. You're also going to need yourself the antivirus thing. And the first thing we want to do is make our way to this weird little scientific room, which is right above preservation. Here's the image right here. You're going to want to go up here. You need a security clearance level, I believe, 4 to get up here. Once you get up here, you're going to go in this little back room. You need batteries to get past it. There's going to be 3 symbols on the wall. Go ahead and write this down and memorize it because you're going to need it later on in this run. So next, you want to make your way over to the Tranquility Room. Here's a picture, once again, above control, bottom control. You're going to want to use your security levels 3 to open up the room past Tranquility. This is going to give you access to this elevator. This elevator is going to take you up top to a lab. I would show you a picture of the map, but the thing is, when you're upstairs in this room, there is no map. Your map is completely disabled. Once you get out of the elevator and get into this room, you're going to be able to fight a bunch of enemies. You're going to need your antivirus still to be able to avoid getting killed by the antivirus. You're going to need to go through this room, disable some barriers. There's going to be a gold level enemy up here. Go ahead and kill that gold level enemy. Then you're going to be able to get access to the vault door, which is going to be in this room. Now that we got all the enemies cleared out, you're going to find your vault door, vault number 6. You're going to see that you're going to need to input batteries, so go ahead and input all your batteries. Then you're going to need to notice that there's 3 computer screens on the wall. They are in the exact same configuration as the 3 previous computer terminals that we saw in the previous lab. So what you want to do is run around this lab and find the 3 symbols that match up to the ones in the previous room. And you need to input them or interact with them in the exact same order, starting with the left one, the top one, and the right one. Once you interact with the 3 computer screens, the door is going to open, and now you have access to the 6th vault. So just like the previous 5 vaults, the 6th one is nothing different. Once you get inside, you're going to be looking for the computer screen that you cannot interact with. Look at the symbol. You're going to run around the vault room and try matching up that symbol to 3 other computer terminals around the room. Once you interact with the 3 other computer terminals, the vault opens. You're able to run inside the vault, loot everything you want to loot. Make sure you grab your AI subroutine because this one is definitely the most pain to get into, especially since the rarity of said key. Once you get all that, go ahead and grab your stuff, get out, and then now you're able to unlock vault number 7, which I will include in a later video. Once again, thank you. Shout out to Tyraxe, Bravo, and Noxious. Shout out to them for being able to complete all 6 vault terminals. They actually already completed vault number 7 and killed the boss. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video about it and show you how to get access to that one. Good luck to all of you trying to do this. If this helped, please give me a like, subscribe. It really helps me out. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.